What's the most obnoxious attention-seeking behavior you've witnessed? I remember being on some Minecraft server with some friends when I was 15. Probably around 2 AM somehow the convo got deep and someone said something edgy like I know true pain. Now there's this girl in this group who always had to be the best or whatever. She tried to convince us that, at the young age of 15, she was becoming a doctor and was already in uni at Oxford. She also called me stupid because I was not a doctor at 15, and couldn't learn an entire language overnight like she apparently could. I'm not joking. Once around 10 PM she said, I think I'm gonna learn another language. Swedish seems cool, and then claimed she was now fluent in it the next morning. Short story, I already knew she was an attention seeker and didn't really like her because she tried to talk over everything. Anyway, she sees this I know true pain message and takes that as an invitation to do her stuff. She goes, oh, you think you know true pain? And then goes on to describe in detail how her best friend had been hit by a car when she was 6, and how she held her dying friend in her arms while waiting for help to arrive. She mentioned other random stuff, like my mother died from cancer or whatever. That part was true, but she milked it off. Then comes the grand slam. She says I saw my uncle jump out of the Twin Towers on September 11th. I climbed into the wreckage and held up his pelvis bone. My mom took a picture of it. Now, it was at this moment that something seemed amiss. You see, I was older than her, and even I had no memory of 9/11. I was 2 years old. This was the first piece of logic I pointed out against this statement. She replied with I have picture-perfect memory, which I'm willing to maybe believe. My next question was okay, but you must understand. The planes hit the towers pretty high up. How did you, an infant, comprehend the disaster, and then not only see, but recognize your uncle, out of hundreds of jumpers, falling from floors that were likely 80 to 100 stories up? She replied with something dumb, trying to move on with her sob story, but I'm on a roll. Sleep deprived me continued, but let's say you somehow, maybe, 1 in a million noticed your uncle, and specifically your uncle, falling to his death from the top of the burning World Trade Center when you were an infant. Okay, sure. Unfortunately, you then claimed to have, as an infant, slipped away from your family, past the emergency services, and found your way to ground zero, where you then climbed onto the burning remains of the World Trade Center and, in all 220 floors of destruction, found a pelvis bone that just so happened to belong to your uncle. More importantly, why did your mother see this and decide